Now, if you're a bit of a mobile geek like myself, chances are you're getting all giddy with excitement at all of those massive OnePlus 8 rumours floating around on the interwebs, especially all the chat of there being 3 new models unleashed at the next OnePlus shindig in May. Yeah, a fresh new Lite model is likely to be joining the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro, offering a still very solid set of specs for even less cash. But what, according to that leaks machine, is the actual difference between these 3 shiny new smartphones? Well, here's what we think we know so far about the follow-up to the OnePlus 7T and the OnePlus 7T Pro. And for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! OnePlus 8 media rumours. Now, of course, OnePlus is well ahead of many of its rivals when it comes to the display tech. I mean, just look at the OnePlus 7T, which serves up a gorgeous Super AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate, just like the OnePlus 7T Pro, but this time for just over 500 quid. Stellar stuff. The latest OnePlus 8 leaks show that the 90Hz refresh rate should cross over to the 8 model and even the OnePlus 8 Lite as well, which would be very impressive indeed. As for the OnePlus 8 Pro model, we'll actually be getting an upgrade to a 120Hz display apparently, according to those web rumours, which means it'll be a match for the likes of the ROG Phone 2 and other dedicated gaming smartphones. Definitely impressive stuff indeed. And with some of the latest games like Shadowgun War games supporting that 120Hz refresh rate, you can expect a silky smooth experience as you're fragging motherfluckers to bits. Now, while the Pro models in 2019 delivered a full view notchless display thanks to that pop-up selfie camera, word has it that this feature has been ditched for the new OnePlus 8 smartphone range. And all 3 devices, including the Lite and the Pro, will have a pinhole camera design instead. If all these rumours turn out to be true and those renders are accurate, then that will be rather sad news. I did love the blemish-free notchless full view screen design here on the Pro models. Absolutely stunning stuff, perfect for your media. And the question has to be begged, why would they switch from that pop-up mechanism to a pinhole camera instead? Was there simply not enough room for that mechanism inside the new OnePlus 8 phones because of a change in the internals? Well, we'll have to wait to see. As for the rest of the screen specs, the standard OnePlus 8 and the Lite model could offer the exact same display, a 6.4 to 6.5 inch Super AMOLED panel with a Full HD Plus resolution. Meanwhile, the Pro version should boost that size to around 6.7 inches according to the web rumours. And there's a lot of web chatter about the OnePlus 8 displays reaching a mighty 1000 nits on that maximum brightness, so you should be able to use them to blind any would-be attackers who are trying to part you from your shiny new smartphone. OnePlus 8 camera rumours. Now, a lot of the recent OnePlus 8 leaks, rumours and renders have all 3 of the new smartphone families sporting a triple lens rear camera just like the OnePlus 7T and OnePlus 7T Pro. And if that's the case, you can definitely expect a very similar camera setup to the previous generation, including an ultra-wide angle lens and a telephoto lens backing up that primary lens. Now, some internet hearsay points to a mighty 60 megapixel main lens for the standard OnePlus 8 and that Pro model, with a slightly slimmed down 48 megapixel shooter for the Lite version. And that Lite model may also ditch the telephoto lens entirely for a more basic depth sensor just to help trim the cost. As for those pinhole selfie cameras, well, the rumours have it that the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro will rock a 32 megapixel effort, while it'll be trimmed down to a 16 megapixel selfie cam for the Lite model. OnePlus 8 performance and battery rumours. As far as performance goes, no worries. OnePlus has always offered up the very latest Qualcomm Snapdragon flagship chipsets in its smartphones, so you can expect nice smooth run. Of course, the OnePlus 7T and the OnePlus 7T Pro were 2 of the only handsets in 2019 to rock Qualcomm's fresh new Snapdragon 855 Plus platform, and I would happily bet my last clean pair of pants that the OnePlus 8 range rocks a bit of Snapdragon 865 action. Qualcomm launched the shiny new Snapdragon 865 out in Hawaii at the arse end of 2019, boasting a 25% performance increase compared with the previous Snapdragon 855, so roughly a 10% increase over the 855 Plus, and a plethora of other bonus advantages as well. I've done a full roundup of all of the main juicy Snapdragon 865 details, so go check that out for all you need to know about that chipset, and you're likely to see it packed inside both the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro, but not that Lite model. Instead, the Lite version is likely to use MediaTek's new Dimensity 1000 platform, which is actually not that far behind the Snapdragon 865 as far as the everyday grunt is concerned. It certainly shouldn't have any trouble running multiple apps at once. But that said, the Snapdragon 865 is superior as far as its gaming prowess goes. Go check out my benchmarking and gaming hands-on from the Snapdragon Summit to see all of those cool new GPU features, which bring console quality gaming to your smartphone. And interestingly, that Dimensity 1000 platform actually offers built-in integrated 5G connectivity as well, whereas the Snapdragon 865, you need to bolt on an extra Qualcomm modem in order to add that 5G support. So that begs the question, will all 3 smartphones therefore support 5G? It would be a bit weird if the Lite model did, and of course the standard and the Pro model didn't. As for the battery tech, well, the most believable leaks so far point to a 4000 mAh battery stuffed inside the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Lite, while the Pro model will upgrade to a 4500 mAh cell. In the case of the Pro model in particular, that is a big upgrade over the previous gen. Definitely good news if it is sporting an energy-sapping 120Hz display. So hopefully the fresh new OnePlus 8 Pro and the rest of the smartphone family won't have any trouble lasting the full day, even with plenty of screen on time, just like the OnePlus 7T and the OnePlus 7T Pro. And of course, yes, you can expect at the very least warp charge technology to refill those batteries in double quick time on all three models with any luck. OnePlus 8 price and release date. This is one of the few areas where I haven't actually seen that much reliable information leaked online, but however, of course, you can confidently bet your left testicle, or ovary if you're a lady, that the OnePlus range will launch around May time, just like the OnePlus 7 family before it and the OnePlus 6 before that. As far as the pricing is concerned, I'd fully expect the OnePlus 8 to come in around that £550 price point, just like the OnePlus 7T before it, to stay competitive while still offering a strong set of specs and features. As for the Pro model, well, you can bet your bottom dollar that'll cost at least £700, especially if the rumours and the likes of the 120Hz refresh rate are again on point. Again, not a bad price point at all, considering some of that really smart modern tech and features on board. Of course, the big question on everyone's lips is going to be, what is the cost of the OnePlus 8 Lite? If OnePlus can bring that in for around the £400 to £450 mark, then it could be one of the biggest and most competitive mid-ranges of 2020, especially if the rumours of the likes of the 90Hz display are correct. So, what do you think? Are you tempted by any of the new OnePlus 8 smartphones already, despite the fact they're not even officially a thing? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below if you think any of these rumours are utter bollocks as well. Obviously, some of it's going to be accurate, some of it's going to turn out to be utter codswallop. So again, great to hear your thoughts down below. Please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a lovely week, people. Cheers, love you!